that little mark so I know where to score my piece. And we're going to score the pinch pot. And then go the opposite direction with your scoring. Creating a Velcro. I hear Mr. Cochran down in the band room. He's playing around on an instrument. That's really cool. And then we want to add our slip. Just a little, because we want it to grab on, and we're putting our slip on the coil, slip on the pot. And then as you add the coil on, you're wiggling it or twisting it back and forth until you feel it grab on. Now I added a little too much water there. So because I added a little too much water, I'm just gonna have to soak it up. You can use a dry sponge to soak some of that up. Okay, now this part where they're gonna overlap, we need to work on that. Okay, but we're gonna cut it to fit, and I'm gonna cut it at an angle here. And then I'm gonna cut this at the same angle so they come together nicely. Pull that off, and we're gonna make it where you can't even tell that we've pieced it together. We wanna hide any places where we've pieced it together. So when you create a pot, whether it's for a flower pot or if it's for a gnome, this could be a nice halo for a gnome, but you see what's happening. This coil that I created is becoming a piece of my pinch pot, a part of my pinch pot. And I would continue to smooth this. And you can smooth with lots of things. You can smooth with a sponge. If you smooth with a sponge, I warn you not to get too much water in your sponge. You just want it to be damp. So if you put your sponge in the water cup, make sure you squeeze it really, really good, and make sure you get most of the water out, depending on how much your piece of pottery needs. But you can smooth with your sponge. Remember, we don't want any cracks in our pottery. Now let's see what this looks like. So we have a little pot. It's pretty nice. It's a little thicker on this side than this side, so I might want to smooth that out a little. We've added a heart. We've added a bottom for it to sit on. So I'm gonna try to show you. Hope you can see it, but it has a nice little lip now to sit on. I'm gonna turn it this way while it dries, okay? And it's important that your pottery dries through and through. We'll talk about that in another video. So all of your add-ons, make sure you slip and score so that they do not fall apart. I hope you saw that.